Hello friends, again congratulations on getting your new dream home into escrow. And as we're looking forward to all the steps that we're going to have to take care of before we actually make the purchase a reality, there's something very serious and very important that we have to talk about, and that is wire fraud. Okay, it's a very unfortunate circumstance or a very unfortunate occurrence right now in our market, believe it or not, and a lot of home buyers are losing a lot of money across the United States to wire fraud. Okay, so basically what is happening is that computer hackers are getting into or hacking into somebody within the transaction's email accounts, whether it's the escrow officer, the real estate agents, the lender, who knows, maybe it's even the buyer, the sellers themselves, but mostly they're targeting the real estate agents or the escrow officers, and they're hacking into their emails and getting the information of the parties involved, and these people are waiting for the right time, sending out an email to the prospective buyer with fraudulent wire instructions and asking for the buyer to wire funds, whether it's the initial deposit, which you're about to make, or the final closing funds into accounts. And the unsuspecting buyers, being really excited about it, sometimes aren't questioning these things very carefully and are sending off their hard-earned money for their dream home off to a scammer's account somewhere off in the Cayman Islands. And unfortunately, once that money's gone, it's typically gone. So the two things I'm going to tell you to do when it comes to wiring funds to make sure that we're safe and you should be protected if you follow these two simple rules. First off, do not wire any money ever without talking to me first, okay? The deposit can definitely be brought in with a cashier's check or personal check, and we recommend all the time to do that as the initial step. But if you must wire, talk to me first, and then the second step is, before you wire any money, you're going to need to call the escrow officer or wherever those funds are going to, a person whom you've talked to before, and confirm the wire instructions that you've received. Okay, so talking to me is number one, talking to the escrow officer is number two. All right, and when you should establish communication with that escrow officer right away at the very beginning. They should be contacting you, introducing themselves, sending you an email. There will be an email that you probably already received from our team giving you the contact name and phone number for the escrow office. If you haven't heard from them, please make sure you reach out and establish communication by phone as well as by email. And that should also, alleviate a lot of the concern as well. The escrow office should also be sending you the wire instructions in form of an encrypted email. That's another thing to look out for, is if you are getting those wire instructions in an email, it should be encrypted, and then also call the escrow officer and confirm those details on the wiring instructions before sending any wires, and talk to me. Okay, we're going to talk about this again after we remove our contingencies and we start talking about how to get your final closing funds into escrow. But for now, let's make sure we're safe about wiring our funds in so we can start the process. Again, this should be a happy and exciting time. I apologize and don't mean to be a downer, but this is very serious and we need to make sure that we get you this message. If you have any questions, please give me a call. I'm happy to talk about it. Thanks again. We'll talk to you very soon.